This nigga, come on, man. You supposed to tell me when you're searching, bruh. Nigga muted and shit. You must can't talk right now. Bro, that be wanting me to accept your shit, bro. Hold on, this nigga in game chat. Nigga, you been in game chat the whole time? G. Why this nigga here a trip, boy?
Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams coming in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Sooners will kick this deep to begin the game. doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
He needed a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. Can he get there on the ground? They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. Scanning the field, it's Davis. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. And you can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Second down. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a
offside. Is crazy.
Field, so let's check this out. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Gets hauled in here over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. On the run, it's Marshall.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Davis. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
And the extra point was up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Steps out at the 22, not quite where it would have been spotted had he just taken a knee. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. He'll hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Quarterback drops back. Escapes the pocket. The senior calls his own number. Picks up the first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
First down and 10 now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's brought down out at the 46.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Toss play to the outside. And he's tackled, but only after picking up the first down.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's that defense shifting again. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play.
Michigan 7, Oklahoma 0.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And here's the handoff. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the out route. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
He'll hand it off. Russells across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. And the back now goes in motion to the air. It's Davis. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And they get him down, but that's a solid game there to move the sticks using his feet.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
1st and 10 play coming up. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught down.
Nigga caught that shit.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game. Being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
On first down, it's play action. On the move, looking.
Yes, sir.
Deep. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Everyone moves the ball across the 40.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play
My dumb ass.
Not much on the return there, but a great interception.
Good shit.
Give the offense the football at the 42.
Why did I throw that shit?
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend, and it's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Handoff to the back. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. First down at 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The Wolverines move into the red zone. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. On third down, it's a handoff. He's got room looking for the end zone. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Gutsy call here by this offensive coordinator to keep it on the ground on this third down, but he picks up the first with good hard running from the back.
And the Wolverines trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Here's a carry for the fullback. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's now second and goal.
Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. They'll make an adjustment before this important play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation, and now you're in the red zone. You got to wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. They could take the lead with a chip shot, but the coach is thinking touchdown here on fourth down. Looking to throw. It's Davis.
Yes, sir.
The pass is picked off.
Yeah, you ain't catching him, cuz.
Past midfield. Out past the 30. At the 10. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. I'm not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is not
Yes,
loose.
sir.
It's a turnover.
Great play by the defender of knocking the ball away to give his defense a chance to recover the football. Man, the quarterback has to have that internal clock, that situational awareness, pocket awareness, kind of feel the pressure, and most importantly, when you feel it, take care of the football.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. The pocket breaking down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Oklahoma offense offense is back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
The offense will go for it on this fourth down near midfield. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Needs a completion here on fourth down. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. The fumble the last time out symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole. Handoff heading left. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Second down.
Getting set. Here's second down. He hands it off from the gun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pass. It's Davis. Now rolling out to his left. He lets it go on the move.
Come on, dog.
Downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver.
Wake his ass up.
Tackle made after a big gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Pressure is coming. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't you, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Gives it to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll loft it to the end zone.
I was about to say, get the fuck out of here, dog.
Targeting a man right near the goal line.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the
Supposed to be a
quarterback.
pick.
I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down. Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
That one bounces through the end zone, so we'll start at the 25. Sooners offense is back on the field. Hoping to improve in the last drive. They got stopped on 4th down, and it ended up costing them a field goal. They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36. And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Oh, here comes the reverse. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Back to pass. It's Hawkins bringing pressure. Quarterback looking to scramble. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play. The Sooners will have to kick this away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And he drops back in the gun. Defense is coming after him. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Back to pass. It's Davis. The pass rush closing in.
Yes, sir.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw.
Them boys scrap.
3rd down pressure worked.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. But with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. They bring it down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Two backs now flanking the quarterback. The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring it down.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the fourth quarter. It's third down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your...
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out.
It's a great fucking tackle.
At the 8, the offense starts backed up on this possession. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. We're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency.
Hell no. That nigga only got like 83 speed. We gonna get him.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Looking to throw. It's Davis. He's running out.
Yes, sir.
Here. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back. Flips it to the running back.
I knew you was doing that. That nigga still didn't play it, bro.
But only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
The Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
6th play of the drive coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Now it's 2nd down here. Looking to pass. It's Davis.
Don't do it.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Here's a shot.
Oh, no.
The end zone.
Nigga.
It's caught. Touchdown,
G.
Wolverines.
Come on, bro.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes.
Hell no.
These guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. You cover an onside kick. You never know.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw.
Hell no.
And it's intercepted. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the
Thank you.
Able to make
Shit.
a crucial recovery. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. One more first down should do it, but remember, the defense has all 3 timeouts remaining. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Sooners hope to be able to just bleed the clock out here in the final minute. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught quickly. Tackle, but forced down.
Chris, we don't want to make a story where there's not one, but let's not forget this guy threw a couple picks last week. He looked a little uncomfortable. Today, he not only looks more comfortable, he's got a nice lead.
And now the handoff. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
QB decides to keep it here. The tackle is made.
GG's, my boy.
And that will do it. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kirk. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.